And yes, we here. We here again. Let's go, baby. Hey, listen, we got some stuff to talk about. 2 seconds. It's Bernie the Boxer. Locking the gossip, ready to lock it low. Let the truth be told. So check out this episode. If you ain't got the knowledge of the sweet spine, fall back. Call it bluff, they quick to scream, pull up, fool. Now some goals in the old school, park inside your living room. Dudes be making the news for the sake of reaching kids, changing narratives, what propaganda, stay tuned. Let's talk boxing. No job, no gossip. You want the facts, get it first. From Bernie the Boxer. The mother podcast trash. You'll never be honored. Cause spread the rules, still in the news for power. You're lying to yourself. You gotta eat, sleep to understand. If you ain't a genuine boxing fan, not them dudes popping off about who can be who doing what in the sport. Never felt the pain from the rain, brawls in the woods, but with accolades, even though what they report is false. Listen, y'all, all your favorite fighters' belts coming off, and they coming home with us. Disagree to log on. Let's talk boxing. No job, no gossip. You want the facts, get it first. From Bernie the Boxer. The mother podcast trash. You'll never be honored. Cause where the rumors grew, still in the news for power. You know it? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. That shit fire, boy. I swear to God, that shit fire, boy. Shout out to my boy Steve Penn for that beautiful, wonderful introduction song that's so true and made just tailor-made for me. You know who it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer checking in. I say, did you miss me? Yeah, I know y'all did, boy, because, you know, I don't give it to y'all like that. I let them wait, boy. I let it all build up, and then we're going to talk about it. We're going to go up. It's $2 Tuesday, boy. We're going to talk. We're going to give something. You understand? Yeah, man. Like I say, you know what it is, man. It's Bernie the Boxer checking in, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat already, man. Like I say, come on, man. Without y'all, where would I be, man? Where would I be, man? Where would I be with boxing? Where would I be, man? So, like I say, appreciate everybody in the chat, man, showing up, man. I got Mr. Man. I got Hover 575. I got Bug Juice. I got Shady Slim. I got Demetrius Hogger, Hollywood Set Tripping, my boy. Go get that healthy alien, boy. I'm telling you, beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. Kush, the greatest mob, Massachusetts fishing. I got Big Steels in here. Steve Penn, of course. You understand? Yes, sir. Okay, so like I say, you know who it is, Brady the Boxer checking in, man. We're gonna talk about some boxing. Like I say, man, you know, I tell you, we can go on a Sunday, or we're gonna go on a Tuesday on $2 Tuesday. We're gonna go on a Thursday. However y'all want to play it, man. It don't matter. Like I said, man, come on, stay with the kid. All right. So anyway, man, like I say, boy, we had some terrible boxing this weekend. When I mean that, I mean beautiful. You know, if you read anything, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about it all, but we're going to start from the top. Like I say, the big boys. We're going to start from the big boys on down. And what we had, man, we had Joshua go up this weekend. Like I say, he was fighting for the championship again. Rematch against Usyks. Another rematch, you know, as well. He lost to Andy Ruiz and rematched him 6 months later and won the championships again. 3 portions of the title. We all know Tyson Fury is the real heavyweight champion. Well, now Usyk is now because they gave him the Ring magazine. But at any rate, like I say, the kid was coming back, and you know, I thought he fought a hell of a fight. But again, you know what the big topic is: man acting a fool after the fight. And I couldn't understand it. It was the craziest thing in you know, when, like Larry Murray says, it's never nothing new in boxing. It's always something going to surprise you in boxing. You know, I can bring out too many different things, but this was one of the most bizarre, you know. And I was kind of thinking on the lines of mental health. You know, we had AB coming out, you know, stepping out to fight, you know, for citing mental health. And it kind of looked like, oh boy, almost lost it in there. Joshua ain't got it all. And, you know, so I was wondering what's calling on that. You know, I thought he fought a good fight. You know, I think he had his heck of a career. And, you know, so far, still young, still, you know, he just was outclassed. Usyk is tough. That boy was doing all kind of masterful stuff in there. Jesus Christ. I mean, Red was breaking down. I had a chance to go over there and kick it with my boy Red. You know, we turned up. Don, Mike D, you know what I'm saying? We went and watched the fights, took it back to old times, you understand? And you know, hung out and watched the fights, man. Like I say, and me and Red, you know, we two Reverend and a deacon. What? Come on, man. man. Come on, man. Red breaking him down surgical. Usyk ain't no joke. But anyway, like I say, you got to give him big credit. And the man's a master in there. What can you say? The man said, how'd you beat him? I'm a master, motherfucker. That's how I beat your ass, because I'm a master. Shit, I outthought you. This is boxing. Hit and don't get hit. And, I think that was Joshua's, he couldn't hit that boy. And, he had some sets going counter into the body, which he should have stayed. But he didn't. I don't know if he had the gas to keep on, to stay on him. But, Usyk, he hit hard enough. You understand? So I talked to Bud. Bud felt that the man didn't want to get countered, and I understood that. He had to go in the wheelhouse, try to get to them body shots. Boy was catching him, he was running off sets on him. After the 9th round, that 9th round was a tremendous. He probably get round of the year number 10. It reminded me of Sugar Ray Robinson and Jake LaMotta. Because he did the 4 corners with him the round before, and then he come right out right from the beginning, dominate the whole round, the whole rest of the from 10th on to the 12th round. And so I got to give Usyk tremendous credit for that, man. That boy can fight, and him and Tyson Fury going to be a hell of a fight. 2 big fellas that can fight. That's high level boxing, something that you never expect. I don't want to say it, but I'm a kind of a race guy. 2 white boys that know how to box. They coming back. They say nothing new under the sun. You had Tonesy Canzoneri, you had Benny Leonard, you had Barney Ross. These all white guys, Jewish guys, fellas that can fight back in the day, So it's like ain't nothing new on the sun. Like I like both of them. I think Usyk is tremendous. He is a big Lomachenko. Boy, that boy tough. And Fury, that man is a feint master, a boxing master, a strategist, and I like to see that shape up. But I got to give again. I can't say Tyson Fury said he retired. They put the Ring magazine on the line. Usyk, the Ring magazine champion, he is the heavyweight champion. Tyson Fury retired now. If he want to come out and reclaim the title, then he can do that. But right now, like when Jeffries went out and Jack had to fight, Jack Johnson had to fight for the championship. He said, well, when he retired, when a mayor get out, he's an ex-mayor, right? So he's an ex-champ now. Now the WBC, they holding on to that because they got the dollars, man. They greedy and green, and that's why they green, because they greedy. Right? WBC, greedy, green, WBC. All right, so they keep Tyson Fury. They're going to hold him. They actually should have put, when they seen the Ring magazine put the Ring magazine on the line, they should have stripped him of the WBC and gave it to him. But they want to use the money because they're going to get him for the undisputed, which that shit don't matter because Tyson, they didn't want to give it to Usyk. They want Tyson Fury to be undisputed. All right. They kind of wanted Joshua to go in. But damn, he keep fucking up. So Lord bless him. Now, what I want to get onto that topic, what I say, before we get into things I want to say with Joshua, when you make it to a big stage, you read them press clippings and, they start telling you this and start telling you that. And then, everybody rolling out the red carpet for you. And, everybody want to be around you and everything like that. And it could be overwhelming, and most times it is. And I'm thinking that's probably it. But I was wondering, Joshua, well, hell, man, you wasn't never gonna be no Mike Tyson, and you wasn't never no Joe Louis, or not even the Larry Holmes, and I don't even want to say that. Larry Holmes is a badass fighter, he just didn't have the myth that he had behind him like a Joe Louis, But the hell, Larry Holmes is a hell of a fighter, But let me say, not even a Kenny Norton, so you had to be realistic within itself, he knew his shortcomings, and so to act like that, to throw the championship down, to take it away from that man was very disturbing, and it was sad and pathetic. He didn't make us look good at all, and he made himself look bad. He disgraced his family with that. I thought his performance was decent, but again, you saw his shortcomings. And he was just with a master fighter, and again, everybody thought he was gonna get stopped. But he held on, from the first fight. So everybody thought the boy was going to dominate him worse this time, which to some degree he did. But the fella didn't handle it right. So, I hope he get himself together. And I don't know what's going on with that, but that wasn't right. Just disrespectful to the boxing game, threw the Ring magazine on the ground. Now, they ain't did nothing to nobody. God, come on, the boxing guys? So anyway, I don't know, But again, coming from all the hype and the expectations, man, listen, like I say, that man should have been better off giving that man his praise and crying and going somewhere else off and cry and do that shit somewhere. Nobody give a fuck about that. Fuck. Nobody give a fuck about that crying. That he just looks sad and pathetic. Over what? It wasn't even worth that. The man kicked his ass, outboxed him. Go ahead, man. What the man, Alex Arguello say? See, they don't make him like they used to. When Aaron Pryor beat the hell out of him, he said, man, I just can't beat him. I give him all respect. I don't know what it is about this guy, but I just can't beat him. When Shane Mosley, when he lost to Vernon Forrest, this time he said, I don't know if he got my number, but damn, shit, what can I say? Hell of a fighter. What goes up must come down. So anyway, he disgraced us with that, but I can't take away from Usyk his tremendous performance. I think him and Tyson Fury are going to be a hell of a fight. It's going to be a chess match, but I think his speed can sneak in there and get them combinations off, and he could pull off the upset, which would be hell. Oh man, Usyk, boy, I'm telling you, they're gonna have to put him up there. They're gonna have to put him up there. He was undisputed cruiserweight champion, and then he'd be undisputed heavyweight champion, which he already is a heavyweight champion because Tyson Fury again retired. The Ring Magazine already said that the Bible of boxing already gave him then put it on the line. Now he's the champion. So shout out to him and what he did. Okay, what else we had this weekend? Before I get too far, I wanna give a super shout out to World Combat Sports. I want to send my condolences to him. He had a sister passed, so I want to send a super shout out to him with World Combat Sports. All you guys do the same. I had a kid, Anthony Collins, who was a fighter, 112 pounder, 119 pounder, came up in my boxing gym. He lost his battle with the streets about a week ago. The service was today. So I want to send a tremendous blessings to him, to the family, and everything like that. So I want to, like I say, boxing saved my life, and it can do it for you too. So like I say, if you can support those kids, encourage them, and try to steer them a different way. Because like I say, what they doing, what is they doing? Think about what they're doing. Give them an alternative. Make them put a mirror up to their face. Sometimes they don't know what they're doing. So ask them what they're doing. Do they understand what they're doing? Okay, but anyway, like I say, man, tremendous. My condolences to them. I want to also give a super shout out to my boy Carlito and Adonis. They went to their first National Golden Glove Championships, and Carlito put on a hell of a performance. We beat Philadelphia the first day. We beat New York State the next time. We lost to Buffalo. I think that kid won it. Ramir Walker won the National Golden Glove Championship. Was a decent hell of a fighter. It was a good fight, but my boy came through. Like I say, he definitely put us on the map. He definitely made me proud, and I want to give him a super shout out, and I'm looking for big things for him. Carlito, and all the rest of them that won the championship. My boy Eli out there from the Army, Coach Lev. We had three. I think they had three fighters in the finals. Good stuff. Great boxing gym out there at Triple Threat. Eli came up short in the 112-pound final. My 65-pounder, I think she ended up winning. Hell of a jab, hell of a fighter. And like I said, I want to give a super shout out to Coach Lev. He run this a tight ship out there, and you know what he's doing. Of course he had Sammy, what's his name? Sammy Vargas, what's his name? Hell of a guy though. Hell, all that good stuff. Lev is a winner, and he proved that in the National Golden Gloves this weekend. Also, I want to give a shout out to Will the barber back there, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Every time I come out there, you get the kid right. Take care of me, you understand? Appreciate you, family. You know what I'm saying? We be out there soon, and we're going to link. Okay, now I got that out the way. So I was thinking of this. I was thinking about, since we was talking about mental health before I get into a couple more things, we was talking about AB. He pulled out the fight. And, of course, Limpiness filled in early, late replacement, and, he knocked out Figueroa. And Limpiness looked good, and I think that's where he should stay. I was telling Red, I say, well, whoever matchmaking him was terrible for putting him in there with Boots, because he didn't have no chance in hell to with Boots. He didn't have no advantage. So the matchmaking was terrible. The management was terrible. They all should be fired. Now, matching him with this guy was a great way to get himself back together, and I think that's what he did. Gave him a little confidence. Figueroa, he packed it in. Never thought too much of Figueroa with his awkward style. Never thought too much of him. And, it's almost funny because I promise you to Jesus, they never gave that man the true WBC championship. When they awarded him the world title, it looked like the youth championship. I never seen him with the real title. I just didn't. Maybe I'm mistaken or not, but I had to go and look at his title defense and maybe it's with Ricky Burns or some. I don't know, but the man looked like he had the youth championship. He didn't have the true championship. but I don't know why that is, and maybe because he was a lackluster champion. You know, never didn't think too much of Figueroa, but you know, he was a valiant warrior. He did always go out there and put his heart on the line, and try to offer up a great fight. And so I give him credit for just getting in the ring. I think his time has passed, so I wish him the best in retirement. What else can I say? Like I say, so we was talking about AB, you know, and with the mental health thing. Well, I was thinking when I was talking about that, well, how would I come? And I thought my title was, Mike Tyson calls Bud Crawford the master. And I was thinking about Mike Tyson. I was thinking about him and AB had something in common because, no matter how much AB doesn't, we still love him and we still looking forward to seeing him. And, he intrigues us. So I was thinking, I compared them to, they both come from the street, as they say. They both had very success at young age. They was tremendous doing things in the sport at a very young age. So they reached heights, outside of, normality at a young age. And, was almost, make them veterans, at an early age. So I was thinking, but you got to love AB because it's like, you feel like AB, as much as he act a fool, you still like, somebody that's like him, you can feel, at home with AB. And, plus he can fight too, and he can talk his ass off. So I think he got a hell of a thing going, and so we rooting for him. But the mental health thing, I don't know, maybe, I could see that mental health, if you hear him, he always talking about helping people and what he's doing for people. But, I couldn't say, I don't think just a sight and a thing, and I don't want to throw a slight, but throwing shit at Walmart, money and shit, that's disrespectful. That's not becoming. And when you're doing stuff like that and putting yourself out there, it can drive you crazy because sometimes you're acting uncouth and you shouldn't be acting like that, and sometimes so you can maybe selling your soul sometime, trying to live up to something that you didn't put up too much of, and it really ain't you, so it's hard to live up to, and like I say, man, he was tremendous. They was calling the next Mayweathers. He was hanging with Mayweathers and against DeMarco. I mean, hell, if you wrote that ticket on that, you believed it, So with all that being said, you got the love people that love you. Plus you got the people taking jabs at you all the time, You got people putting your names in songs, like I say, they praise you to your face and they talk about you behind your back. But I love you, AB. I want you to know Bernie the Boxer, he love you. Like I say, if anything else, I became a bigger fan when you fought Maidana. I wish you the best in your recovery. Mental health ain't no joke. And, I know for a fact my mother struggled with mental health. And, hell, shit, I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes I struggle, boy. I don't even want to tell you what going this crazy head of mine. So, I done seen some crazy things up close. And so it is nothing to joke about. And, getting in that ring, you want to have your mind together. Shit, even the best. Sugar Ray Robinson, like I say, man, shit, everything got to be right for you to get in that thing. Everything got to be right for you to get in there. And most of all, this right here, you got to have this together. If you get in there like that, damn, you already lost. And you know what my coach used to say? Never give a sucker an even break. You understand? Never give a sucker an even break. So, however it is, like you say, fuck. They said Ray Robinson, found out the fight was getting showed over in Europe, and he didn't know that, and he wasn't getting paid. He said, well, fuck it. I ain't getting in the ring. If I don't get part of the money, then I won't fight. Shit change on the fly and a dime. You understand? So it is what it is. Shout out to him again in his recovery. Like I say, limping this look good, coming back. I think it's a good fight. And speaking of good comeback fights, I seen that we got Lomachenko going up. He fresh off the war. Obviously, Usyk came back or wherever he was, freed himself up to defend the championship. And Lomachenko was on the same page. Now, Lomachenko's coming back. And I think they signed Devin, and from what I read, Devin going up with Cambosis. Now, I think they already signed that up for the rematch down in Melbourne. I think Devin going to look a little bit better this time. I think he's going to feel more comfortable. He's the champion coming in. So I'm looking to get past Cambosis. And I'm looking for him and Lomachenko to get it on. And I'm looking for him to beat Lomachenko. But I'm giving him a slight edge just on the strength that he's a slicker boxer. I think he's a bigger boxer. And I think his jab can negate some things. Now his power ain't as much as it should be, like a Teofimo Lopez, but I think he got punches and bunches, and I think that he can offset some things that Lomachenko do because obviously he can move as well. Now we got Lomachenko going up against the fella that fought Mel. Well, I think that's if I can say Top Rank doing him a favor, I think that's great. I read somewhere they talking about this guy's a bum. Well, first of all, you gotta he's a slugger, he's a come forward guy, and he's coming off the biggest win of his career, and he's aggressive and he wants to win, he wants to show something, so that's big in itself. I think he's undefeated. Now, of course, Lomachenko is a big step up, but I'm thinking, still anything can happen. This guy could be punching his lottery ticket. Like I say, Lomachenko been off for a little while. And, anything can happen. This guy's aggression, his awkward style could present some problems for Lomachenko. But it shouldn't. He should look spectacular against this guy. He probably should stop him. And, on to the next and fight Devin. But again, boxing, it is a business. But at the same time, like I say, Lomachenko Lomachenko is not your average meal of a day fighter. Like I say, he's a showcase fighter. He's a showcase fighter. So you putting him in, he didn't already prove what he can do. So now it's a showcase fight to get him. Don't we all want to see Devin Haney versus Lomachenko? Don't we want to see Shakur versus Lomachenko? Don't we want to see that type of fight? So at the same time, listen here, okay? He had already showed and proved. Now he's gonna go ahead and you're gonna get him with somebody like they say. They got the pool just like PBC do. They go into their pool and see who they got. They probably asked a couple guys. They say, hell no. This guy saying, I ain't got nothing to lose. I'll fight his ass. So here you got it. You got this guy, Jermaine, whatever his name, coming up to fight Lomachenko. And like I say, I think it's great business on both of their parts. This guy can come up and be something from out of nowhere. Plus, he's going to get a lot of notoriety anyway, given on he's 15 fights, ain't falling up, Mel, come on. Good fight. But they ain't Mel, you understand? But anyway, like I say, a hell of opportunity for both of them, and I'm looking to see big things. What else we had? So then we had Navarrete. Oh, my God. Navarrete. Now, Navarrete looking sketchy, man. Navarrete looking sketchy. I love Navarrete, but Navarrete looking sketchy, man. Navarrete looking sketchy, man. And to be going up against Shakur, man, I'm thinking probably not. Before I was thinking, hell, he could give him a little problems. But, man, I think, that shit ain't going to work against Shakur. He going to see that shit coming a mile away. He going to chop that boy to pieces. And you see Shakur, if you're watching, he huge. He huge. The man is huge. I mean, God damn. He like he can get so big. He ain't got no legs. But, man, that boy wide up top, boy. That boy wide up top. And Navarrete come from, he kind of tall. They about the same height, but, man, Shakur, he big, strong, he feeling out. And he vicious, he dangerous. He almost getting on his Mayweather stuff. He ain't even moving around that ring no more. He's starting to get on. He's starting to be pretty boy. Money May already. Jesus Christ. So anyway, like I say, Navarrete going up. The way he pulled out that liver shot was so nasty. It's a trademark combination: the right uppercut and the left hook to the body. Brutal. It was beautiful. Good stuff. Good stuff. Way to pull it out at the end. But you see how calm he was through the whole time. Like, it don't even matter. This guy fighting his heart out, and he just rolling right through him like a steam train. But do I think that'll work with Shakur Stevenson? No. But I give him a lot of credit. What he said, I think me and Valdez make a better fight because Valdez is gonna be swinging them things on him. Probably try to do him almost like he did Burchell. Shakur gonna be a wizard on him. That's what they think. Shakur gonna step to him and stop him. That's you think he gonna be running around the ring. Shakur, man, he ain't running from nobody no more. I think that them days is over with. And really, it wasn't even that. He just was very much his punch selection. But as long as he keep throwing those punches, if he throw them fast combinations and let his hands go a little bit more, hell, he on the right. He on the stardom right there with Mayweather. He need to let his hands go a little bit more like he did against Valdez. And I think he can get some stoppages. I think get some very dominant wins and spectacular victories on these guys that look, memorable performances. Almost like Gaddy did, Mayweather did against Gaddy. Just run it up on these guys. Just run it up on these guys. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay. Now, I done ran off at the mouth so much. I'm going to give out some more compliments. I want to give out some more. What I say? Comments. Slim Shady Slim says, any Crawford Spence updates is still going down in November. Well, I can't say exactly what's going on, but I think it is going to happen, man. I think that with all the talks that's going on, I'm thinking that hell, it's only a matter of time till the world knows. You understand? Okay, Charles says, did you hear Stephen A. Smith when he came off vacation saying, did you miss me? No, I did not hear him say that, but I appreciate Stephen A. I hope he know where it came from. You understand? Let's go. Appreciate Stephen A. Put me on the map. Okay, Steve Penn, you know it. Steals, what'd he say? Lincoln, Nebraska in the building. In the building. We were just talking about the Cornhuskers today, man. And yesterday, we got a hell of a fan base, and we usually be in the top 25, but it's been a long time since we've been national champ, and they got us down. They think we ain't gonna come back, but hopefully we can pull up something. Hopefully we can come through and we can have a winning season this year. Okay, Kush the Mob, what'd he say? What'd he say? All right, Neville's is gonna happen. Trust me, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to beat the daylights out of him. We're going to put him on the hibachi list. They're going to have him on Benihana's down there. They're going to have, like I said, they're going to have him egg roll Spence, Errol Spence. Just sign him up. We're going to cut him up in front of the whole world. Just like I say, you go to hibachi, the flame go up. They got the onion volcano and all that. We're going to do all that to him. We're going to do all that to him. Believe me. It's already written. It's almost like a proverb or something, like a Psalms or something. He just a pawn in it. It's nothing else he can do. He just a character in our story. We gonna beat the daylights out of him. Mr. Man says, salute, Bernie. Appreciate you. Have a 75 says, what the word on a champ versus chump from Texas? Man, I'm telling you, it's going to happen. That's all I know, that it's going to happen. Bug Juice says, Omaha in the building. You know it. We in the him now. It's an Omaha thing. If you hear any noise, it's just us busting with them toys. It's an Omaha thing. Ooh, well, we going to go up heavy that night. Ray Sanders says, what's good, Bernie? Appreciate you. Lou Parker, what's up? You know it is, man. Hey, Lou. Listen, I was watching somebody sent me a link on Mikey Juarez, man, one of our fighters, man, old pro that helped me when I was an amateur, had been around, fought Junior Jones, fought Kenny McKinney, was in training camp with Kenny McKinney, fought Junior Jones, fought Manuel Medina, fought Eric Morales in his first fight at featherweight. Came up short in some of them fights, but he had a lot of experience. And like I say, he was outgunned, but hell, he put up a decent show. And like I say, he get me ready. Used to rough me up in the gym. Old Mikey Juarez used to hit me behind the head, throw me around, when I was still trying to get my man strength. And I appreciate whoever sent that video. I didn't have to know who it was, but great to watch, what we fought. Boy, we was tough. Boy, what we put us in there, that fella was big too. Mikey wasn't nothing but a 26-pounder, 22-pounder. That boy was a big lightweight. We fought him in his hometown. He was 17-6. We was 13-2. And Mikey gave him hell. We came up short, but Mikey gave him hell, man. Like I say, you got to take chances. You want to get the big time, you got to take the chance. Like this failed Jermaine, say, fuck it. Y'all throw me Lomachenko. Where else can I go? Next to the championship, this is the biggest fight I'm going to get. They're going to pay me the biggest money I'm going to get. What else I got to lose? I put up a good show. They'll give me another shot. They got to. You understand? Because that's what make the stable is the fighters. The fighters. They don't understand their power. That's why we need to link up more heavily and form our own union and stick together. Slady Shim says they robbed JJ. Come on. Don't say that. 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 JD Blanca, what did he say? Usman just got knocked out at 35. Spence's aging Crawford out. Wake up. You can't age him out, family. Like I say, I don't even know why they finna fight. They gonna fight. I believe it's gonna fight, and you can't age him out, man. Bud Crawford, Like I say, Bernard Hopkins world champion at 50. The man was doing push-ups in the corner. Age him out. Don't y'all know we don't do that? He's an African king, fella. I'm sorry to hate. I don't want to say that, but he's an African king. And like I say, we is the chosen people, sir. Do I have to get religious and spiritual on you? Like I say, the man lived like a vegan. The man don't do much. God is on his side. You understand? He living, taking care of the community, taking care of his body, taking care of what he's supposed to do, working on his craft, giving out the jewels that he's supposed to the up and coming. You understand? Staying humble. Come on now. The light is shined on him. Earl Spence became a product of his own hype. His demise is coming. You understand? I mean, great fella, great fighter, father, probably a good fella, like Derek James. I mean, they come off good. But it ain't for them. Like I say, they wrote it for him, but it ain't for him. They didn't wrote it for him. Bud then made his own way. It's everything wrote for this guy. It's over with. Once them contracts are signed, it's over with. His ass is whooped, boy. I swear to Jesus, his ass is whooped, boy. You looking at 3-time Ring Magazine champ, undisputed lightweight champion, undisputed super lightweight champion, and an undisputed welterweight champion, baby. Come on now. It's okay. If you watch Bobby Fischer, come on, what he tell him? Take the draw, and we'll share the championship. So I'm telling you to get on the right side. You better put your money on Crawford. Your heart might be with Spence, but you better go lay a few dollars on Crawford just to cover your ass. You understand? Okay. Abu Bakar, what'd he say? Salute, Bernie. Seattle rocks with you and Bud. Washington State, baby. I know y'all got that gas, so I already heard it. Scance Ranch. You know who it is. That's me. Bug Juice, will Wilder be on top again? Wilder's fighting Helenius, who can fight a little bit, who can punch. I think he got gas, too. I think he can go the distance. Wilder taking a tough fight to come back on. This fella coming off 2 big wins off the fella Kawanaki. And, shit, like I say, that that's so stupid. Kawanaki, I think that's a good fight for what's the fella's name? Deontay Wilder. And he ain't took no easy fights. He let Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder is a revelation too. He had his shortcomings, but he did some gangster shit. Like I say, he made sure that he got the Tyson Fury fight, let the man get out of shape, gave him his biggest paycheck, let him got himself together and fought one of the, arguably the toughest fighters in the division. Like I say, Tyson Fury is the 7'4" phenom, 287 pounds, boxing master, moving like a middleweight out there, reach like nothing, telephone pole jab, shit, and to fight that man twice and got 3 goddamn times. Hell, he knocked out Luis Ortiz, who was the baddest boxing motherfucker. And squared him up and knocked him out. Shit, what can you say? The man got knockout power. It ain't his fault. So, Tay Wilder ain't took no shortcomings out in this boxing thing. He earned everything he got from that bronze medal. He started boxing late, and so I can't take nothing away from him. So going back and fighting this guy, I don't know. Maybe he get a shot, but right now I don't know. But then hold on, we were talking. I talked to my boy Roman, especially. Hold on, before I say that, let me give a super shout out to condolences to my boy Freddie Dead, Omaha legend in the music industry around here, passed away this weekend too. Shout out to everybody that loved him, all that good stuff, Full Clip, Pocket P, Freddie Dead, everybody on the music scene, we lost one. And like I say, I want to dedicate this show to him too. Damn. What the hell was I saying? I can't remember. Oh, so like I said, Wilder, man, fuck, you can't take nothing away from him. He done did everything that he could, and I wish him the best coming up. But with Usyk coming in, maybe he could catch him. But let's say Usyk said, if it ain't Fury, I ain't fighting. Which I'm gonna hold on to this championship and I'm gonna cash out because, like I say, Wilder, hell, he gonna become slugging and but Usyk, he can box so good. Oh man, he can box so good. He can throw punches and bunches. Who can beat him? Who can beat him? I don't know. And I also want to, since I'm talking, boy, and I'm heating up, Appreciate everybody. I got Lamasa in the building. I got Abakar in the building. I got Bugs Juice. I got Scans Friend. I got Pito Fresca Bar. I got B Burton. Okay. Now, like I say, Evander Holyfield was the first undisputed cruiserweight champion to be undisputed heavyweight champion. Okay. So let's, the fella said that. They ain't know what they was talking about. Evander Holyfield was the undisputed cruiserweight champion when they had the WBC, WBA, and IBF. He was an undisputed cruiserweight champion. He knocked out Buster Douglas for the undisputed championship at heavyweight. So he wasn't, it wasn't Usyk. It was real deal Holyfield. Okay, now we got that history lesson out the way. Back to some more questions. What'd he say? Fair notice. What you talking about? YouTube be late with notifications. Come on. Oh, okay. I don't know. Jay Smith says, salute, Bernie. Pin the call-in number. It's 402-686-6529. And if you call, please have a legitimate question. Okay. I don't know how to do that. I don't even know how to work how to pin it. I was just thinking in earlier shows, Ali showed me how to run stuff at the bottom of the screen. Man, I don't know. I'm old-fashioned. I'm a caveman. I don't know. I need a team. Okay, Bug Juice says, pay these fighters. They put their life on the line every fight. Pay them, and mental health as well. Show you right. Now, again, but I want to say this. Everything is sometimes you might have to do a little bit more. And a lot of times fights be boring. These guys don't put on a show. Lomachenko put on a show. Crawford puts on a show. You actually get AB put on a show. Mayweather put on a show. They do recitals. Canelo put on a show. But a lot of times the fights, they really ain't that exciting, and so to the general public. So you got to try to do some more things to call notice to yourself. I was actually reading on my boxing book, and I was thinking. Actually, I was reading. I was reading about the heavyweight division and around the 30s, around the Jimmy Braddock time. And like I said, we coming from an era from, the great John L. Sullivan was a bolsterous champion. But, good copy, something to write about, something to give them to talk about. We had listless champ. We had the beginning of the fighters. Ruby Robert, Bob Fitzsimmons was looked like an old man, but he could knock you dead. Jim Corbett was a dandy. Who else we had? We had Jack Johnson. Of course, all the tremendous controversy he stirred up. Jim Jeffries. They was making legends about him drinking whiskey and curing his pneumonia. But anyway, in the 30s, we had fell on bad times. They had Jack Dempsey in the 20s. But on the 30s, we in the early 30s, about the Depression era. The heavyweight division wasn't about nothing, and so they was looking for a big time champion. They tried to make Primo Carnera it. He was a big, strong circus guy, but he didn't fit the bill. Had a couple other guys, but anyway, it was listless. So they went to a guy named Max Baer, who liked to play with the girls, have a good time with the women, like to gamble, like to dance, like to have a good time. And he was good copy, So like I say, promotion is what I'm saying. Promotion, you got to, like I say, sometimes, Pacquiao, they promoted him, he's a pool shark, outside of just whooping people's ass, he's a pool shark. This motherfucker know how to play pool, and he's a gambler, he hustle your ass, So it's different things like that. And so going along with your talent, your personality is important too. Which translate putting asses in seats, which they say to a dude make a sense. It makes sense, It's almost like the guy on the bench, he ain't gonna make as much as a superstar as the franchise player. He still may make a lot, but what he gonna do to that? He got to rise to the occasion. So, like I say, I understand they definitely should get paid. They should be compensated for what they do, but it is on the fighters to try to make themselves. Like Hector, what's his name? Camacho, Tony Lopez. Had the Batman symbol. Different things just to draw attention to yourself. Different things draw attention to yourself. Not necessarily they'll have to sell your soul, but just a little flair. Just a little flair. Just a little flair. And it goes all the way back to boxing. I was watching the thing on Kid Gavilan. He had the bolo punch. He got that from sugar cane. Over in Cuba. How he used to use the hatchet. So he turned that into a punch in boxing. Man, it's different things, to promote yourself with. Like I say, it don't got to be cheesy, but the promoters and the networks can also bring light to those things as well. You understand? Like Asa Del Hoy, what he was a singer or something. They got him singing and shit. Oh my God. All right. Okay, so what else I want to talk about? I was thinking I had this premonition too. You know, if you watched they just did an article on Salvador Sanchez, and it's been 40 years since he passed. And you know, I was thinking that, you know, Salvador Sanchez and everything that he did, you know, some of the great fights that he had, and he passed at 23. You know, he beat Denny Red Lopez, was an excellent fighter. I think he went into the Hall of Fame. He beat the great Azuma Nelson in his last fight. You know, of course, Azuma Nelson went on to be a 3-time world champion. And, you know, his biggest fight was against Bazooka Gomez, you know, the 122-pound power puncher, 17 title defenses. I think he had 17 knockouts at the junior featherweight title, moved up, and he was supposed to crush Salvador Sanchez. But, of course, you know, he took a terrible beating from round 1 to 7 before they finally stopped it. And I was thinking, that's exactly what we going to do to, what's that fella's name? Earl Spence. We going to beat the daylights out of him. We the smaller man moving up, but they got a lot of hype on him. They took, boy, we going to beat the stew out of him. I promise. The hibachi, we going to cut him up Ginsu style, baby. Boy, Anyway, I digress. Get into a couple more questions, man, and we're going to get out of here, man. I'm 40 minutes in. We're going to make this a shorter show. 45 minutes. Luke Colazzo says, what's up, Bernie? Shout out to you and the crew. Appreciate you. MD says, Navarrete with the body shot. Nasty. Way to pull it out. Vicious body shot. Navarrete. Vicious body shot. Vicious body shot. Like I say, Navarrete, he a force to be reckoned with. Now, I read an article on him, and like he said, hell, I think fighting kept me. He said, not a rest. I didn't need no rest. I need to be fighting. Fighting keeps me sharp. That was what got me off is not fighting. So shout out to Navarrete. Okay, I think I got a call. Go ahead. You reached the Bernie the Boxer show.
Bernie, what's going on, bro?
Go ahead. Who I got?
This is Donald calling out of Richmond, California.
Who I got?
This is Donald. I always leave super chats. So you see my name on the super chat is Donald Banks.
I got a super. Is all the chat super chat, or is just I don't understand it.
No, I'm saying I didn't do a super chat right now, but I'm saying I'm always in your chat and stuff.
Okay, in the chat.
Banks, if you ever see me in the chat.
Okay, cool. Donald Banks?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I recognize Donald Banks. Okay, appreciate you. Go ahead, family.
So, I'm trying to narrow down a couple things. I don't want to hold you for too long because I've been meaning to call, but I always be working and shit, but I always listen to your show. I've been thinking, right? So let's say that your boy Terrence ain't able to get the fight before this year. And with Crawford not being signed with anybody, do you think there's any way y'all can put together some type of tune-up fight for Crawford, you know, to keep him going and not have to sit out for too long? Because I don't like the fact that I know they're trying to age him out, and I don't like the fact that they're trying to keep having him sit out for too long. I don't like that.
Well, it's been about 1 year, and I think Earl Spence ain't fought in about 1 year. So, you know, he's a couple more little years younger than Bud, but you know, that ain't nothing. You know, like I say, Bernard Hopkins doing push-ups at 50. Judge Joe Walcott knocked the man out at 37 on his 5th try for the championship. How many numerous guys, you know, so age ain't nothing but a number. You know, the man said it best. Age ain't nothing but a number. Now, you know, if you're taking a lot of beatings and, you know, taking a lot of punishment, obviously you can age faster. But I think we need to dispel the notion, you know, whoever wins this fight is going to be a hell of a, you know, it's going to be kudos all 100% to the better man, you know. So it ain't going to be one way or the other. It ain't going to be because Earl Spence car accident is why Bud won or this and that. And if Crawford, you know, he's 35, hell, he in his prime. I don't know what they talking about. This is when you start making all the damn big bucks. Shit, in true life, who the prime is. Go ahead.
I want to say this too. So I've always been like a fan. I was really a fan of Spence for a while, and I always was like a fan of Crawford. I have been watching him since he was like at 135, and when he got undisputed at 140, and I was like, damn, he's gonna go to 147. And at that point, before Crawford kind of hit 147, I was like, damn, I really like Spence. But Crawford come in, And if I had to pick someone, I like Crawford more because I like Crawford's style. And it's like when you kind of got a little bit of boxing ground and then you are a fan, when you look at boxers and you look at their style and you say to yourself, I like Spence and I like Crawford, but Crawford is my more of a style type of guy. And I feel like he's got more attributes and more different things that he can do. And as it progressed and it went on and on and on, in the beginning, I was like, I think Crawford could outbox him, but I was thinking too, like how everybody was thinking, oh, Spence is kind of big. And then as we gradually seen Crawford come into 147, now he was just whooping on everybody. And then Spence's energy changed so much every time it was like Crawford approaching him. And I was like, oh man, I was like, I hate to say it, but Spence don't want to fight this dude. And then I don't like the way they kept shoving Spence down everybody's throat. And the more and more we went into this Spence and Crawford thing, I began to become less and less of a fan of Spence because I didn't like how he was doing Bud, like how they tried to treat Bud so bad. And he got a vibe that's in the way, and he on the wrong side of the street, and you got to get a belt. And they just kept coming with more and more excuses. And I was like, damn, if Spence was like really a real good fighter, and it really felt like Crawford was too small. So I'm like, oh, he's too small. Well, if this nigga is so fucking small, why don't you just go ahead and get in the ring with him and get him out of the way? I don't understand how you can say somebody is so small and this and that and the other, but yet you're not trying to get in the ring with him. That's just like if you're on the street and a motherfucker trying to fight you, and you're like, man, that dude little as hell. You're not going to keep avoiding this little dude. You're going to be like, I'm going to knock his little ass out so we can leave me to have him home. You're not going to keep avoiding him if you claim that he's too small for you, you know what I mean? And the narrative.
Well, hold on, because you just kind of going on a rant now. We got to get some more questions, and I got to get out of here. I like this, it's just, like I say, I don't want to discourage you from being an Earl Spence fan. Like I say, the man can fight. The man can fight. But I understand where you come from, and that's where I've interjected at because of those reasons. Like I say, because of the negative press that Crawford has been getting, just because when he decided to move up to the 47-pound division. But appreciate you, and like I say, you don't have to worry about it too much longer.
Let me say one more thing. Now, just on one note perspective, at the end of the day, if I was Crawford, based on the way they talk about him and the way they talk him, if I was Crawford, I wouldn't give nobody no damn interview anyway, because they'll talk about him so bad. I'll be like, no, I ain't talking to none of y'all. All y'all gonna talk shit about me anyway. Leave the hell alone. Let me just get in the ring and let my hands do stuff. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that,
All right, appreciate you, Donald.
All right.
Well, okay. So like I said, I don't want to discourage anybody from being a Crawford fan. From being a Earl Spence fan. If you like Earl Spence, then go ahead. Like I said, I think he's a tremendous talent. I think he's tremendous talent. But I think of course, Bud is pound for pound the best fighter, and we're gonna get a chance to prove that. This is whenever the fight gets made and is announced. Like I say, it's a dream come true. This is what we always picture for this kid. If we could say anything about somebody in the gym that came up in the gym, it's been Bud Crawford. We've seen it at a young age, and now we here. I want to thank God tremendous, for getting us to this stage. And man, I can't wait. And like this is when the man thrives at. You're gonna see that special shit. I call it the special shit. Whenever the fight is announced, you're gonna see it. This is what the kid lives for. This is a challenge. Somebody that they think can beat him, or that they say is this, and say this is what really motivates him. This is what really gets his blood pumping. And besides talking shit, this is it. So, if everybody else talking shit for him, and that's good enough for Bud, that's just been his style. So, man, it's going to be a coming to America affair. It's going to be a royal affair. It's going to be a beautiful fight night. It's going to be classic. And at the end of the day, we're going to get our hand raised. I promise you that. In the words of Bomac, I promise you that. Okay. Let me get a couple more questions. Then we're going to get up out of here. Rosemary's Baby says, hope Haney blows Loma off. Loma has zero intentions on sharing the spotlight with Haney, abandoning the titles to avoid him. If I'm Haney, Loma gets cold shoulder. Nope. Haney had yet to prove and he had to yet to prove. They moved him in the rankings for the money. They moved Haney up in the rankings for the money. They moved him slowly but surely. They moved him in the rankings for the money. I think, like I say, it was the show and prove. Teofimo had done the more of the work, the sensationalism to deserve the fight. He fought the better competition up until that point, and he looked great against that competition. He was blowing them out the water. So I think that was a hell of a move for Lomachenko. As I stated, he gave that man an extra $500,000 to fight him, and this guy was way younger, stronger, powerful, bigger than him. Come on, that's gangster as fuck. So, no, I think that, again, Lomachenko is the standard in that division. And I think that's why Shakur wants to fight him so bad. And I think that, again, he acquitted himself very well. He hasn't been blown out in none of those fights, even though he lost. When he lost against Salido, he was in the fight. When he lost, he just lost to this guy. He was in the fight. So, Lomachenko, I've got greater respect for him as time has gone on. And since he's lost that fight, he's went on a tear. He's got 2 knockout victories against durable competition. And so I got another but praise for him. Okay. Bug Juice says Keyshawn Davis is coming. Yeah. Keyshawn fighting on the undercard. He's fighting as a co-main with Shakur fighting the gold medalist out in New Jersey. So good stuff. They run like tight too, all in this one and the same. So it's good stuff, Top Rank moving those boys good, and hopefully they get what's coming to them, Hopefully they get what's coming to them. Kush the Greatest says, "We're excited, Bernie. Man, I'm telling you, boy, I'm telling you. If you smell any smoke, boy, Lala D, what's good, man? Appreciate you." Isaac Perez, sir, says, "Yes, sir. Team Bud, Earl not ready for him. Crawford a different breed. We're gonna beat him to death." What are you talking about? Only back in the could win and throw the ball now. Man, you ugly as fuck. If that's your picture, Paul Carrick, you ugly as fuck. You ain't even, man, you worse than I thought, man. You through. Shut up. You through. Edward says, "Let Boots get the title fight if Earl back out." Well, I think that is, shit. But y'all motherfuckers keep saying, Boots, when Boots gonna say he won't bud, man? Goddamn. The man ain't say, y'all keep saying that old dumbass shit. Like I say, it's okay. It's okay. I know y'all hate Crawford. I know y'all want to see Crawford get beat, and I know y'all looking for somebody to beat him. But at the same time, look, you got the man, don't nobody want it with Crawford. That's a shame. Everybody turned away from Crawford. They asked that fella too many times. Now, I just said this too many times, but y'all still keep saying the stupid ass shit. Why y'all don't ask him to ask for Crawford? Because he keep asking for Earl Spence. He didn't say make me the mandatory in the WBO. Obviously, they know something too. They went the IBF route. They all in the same. I know he fight on Showtime, but Showtime is with PBC too, and they do the Fox deal, so they all in one. Okay, so they Boots don't want it with Crawford, and they already got him lined up for trying to get with Earl Spence. So miss me with that shit. Listen, this is one true fact that y'all need to understand about Bud Crawford. Is Bud Crawford don't duck no wreck. That's it. He looking for it. That's it. That's what y'all need to beat into your head. Bud Crawford don't duck no wreck, okay? Whoever you want him to fight, whoever is available, that's what we going to do. Now, at the same time, like I say, it got to make sense now. We did everything. We didn't jumped up weight classes. We didn't went from what he say. We went from a untelevised fight to the main event on the card. You understand? On short notice. You understand? We didn't jumped up weight. Come on now. We didn't paid our dues. We didn't fought in the barn. We didn't did all that. Okay. So like I said, it gotta make sense. Now it gotta make sense now. Shit. But Enos can get his ass whooped. It ain't no thing. Believe me. Verno says, "You got that right." Okay. What'd he say? Jay Smith. Now it's saying Bud gonna be the underdog in this fight. We need that. That's gonna add fuel to the fight. Well, good. Then you can make some money because I mean, shit. I'm predicting the domination. So hell, and with Bud the favorite, we ain't gonna make no money. You ain't gonna make no money. Bet your house. You understand? Get your second mortgage out. It's damn near. I promise you. It's almost guaranteed. We're gonna beat the stuffing out there, man. We're gonna beat him to death. We're gonna put him on hibachi list. Okay, we're gonna put him on. They're gonna add him to the hibachi list. Boxing over feelings. OG Bernie. when Bud stops Spence, when Bud stops when Spence might start tripping like AJ did, man. Listen, I hope they got him grounded. You know, his dad from Jamaica, man. I hope they put a run on his ass and help him. Don't you know what I'm saying? And hope he don't run to the mental house. Hope he don't blame it. You understand? Hope he don't. Jesus Christ. I hope he don't. I hope he don't. Man, because his world come and crash down. It's already written. Sean M says Boost will beat the dog. Okay. It's okay. Well, convince him of that. Convince him of that. Okay? Convince him of that. Why you a Bud? You just hate Bud. Convince him of that. You don't believe that in yourself. Abu Carr says they trying to agree. They trying to agree Bud out. Oh, they trying to age him out. You say, nah, y'all don't run with that. Don't run with that. Things take time. Things got to be right. You understand? Things got to be right. You know, that's the furthest thing from their minds, aging them out. Like I say, Bud is he's a veteran. He's smart with it. Come on, you can't. The man stay ready so he don't got to get ready. You understand? That's just his lifestyle. He just like Mayweather's. That's it. That's just some people just like that. They got it in him. You know, they don't get the big head. They don't get the money and the fame and go act and get to acting crazy. They stay down. Now, how they do it? Because they special. That's not easy to do. Damn, is they perfect? No. But goddamn, they understand the things, the task at hand, and that's how they got there first. Because they understand what's more important. The other shit gonna come. You understand? The other shit gonna come. But right now, let's stick to the script. Like 50 said, the same old two-step. And I don't even know how that shit just popped out. You understand? They all just went same hand in hand. I don't even know how all of them intertwined. 50 don't like Floyd. They arguing. They didn't got together. 50 coming there and get at Bud. Like I say, you know, shit. They winners. They put the other shit first. The shit they count first. The other shit, the bullshit, they put that shit off to the back. They let you all weak motherfuckers get and sort that shit out and let you fall by the wayside. That's what they do. That's what they do. All right. Okay. We 56 minutes in. Fuck it. We gonna make it a cool hour. I got 4 minutes, man. Let me see what's happening, man. Let me get to a couple more questions. And I'm gone. He says, you saying 007, how big can T Bud get on fight night? Bud probably come in at maybe 160. Virgil Ortiz versus Jerron Ennis undercard, co-main versus Spence. I think so. And the winner get the thing. But like I said this too. We get past Earl Spence, Lord willing, we do. We go on a UK tour, baby. Come on. You know, they stacked up. Come on. We go on a UK tour. We go whoop Josh Taylor. You understand? And I give Josh Taylor a lot of credit. Shout out to Josh Taylor. They stripping him of them belts. See, that's how greedy and everything. That's why they trash. You know, this man is in a big status. He the champion. That's it. You can't make no mandatory fight. You know, his guys should be guys of note. Teofimo Lopez, different stuff like that. Let them guys fight for interims, regulars, and shit like that. Let them sort it out on their own. But this, come on. But like I said, you know, the Ring Magazine, you don't gotta buy that championship. He is the Ring Magazine championship, and throw him away. Defend your lineal crown, son. Defend your lineal crown, son. That's what I would say. And so shout out to him doing that and make the best fight possible. That's gonna enhance your legacy, because the belts, all they doing is ciphering money out you. They don't have no integrity in them or nothing. They just good looking trophies. And we've been done doing that, right? When you went into pro ranks, you was about getting a check. Okay. Bug Juice says Stanios versus Taylor. Good fight. Showtime Sean News says, talk to him, Bernie. Appreciate you. Real Nico says he signed the contract. Did Earl Spence sign the contract? Okay. Since Spence agreed weeks ago. Is Bud brave enough to defend his belts against Boots? Shit, that you ain't got to be brave to do that. If you Bud Crawford, that ain't got to be brave. You brave for saying something stupid like that because you don't care about looking dumb. Fair Notice says, Bud Foundation, Black America, not Africa. Shout out to the Africans, though. You know, we one in the same, baby. I don't know what you're talking about, family. We one in the same. Okay. Now, In other news, before I get up out of here, we got the big fights coming up. We got Michaela Mayer fighting Baumgartner on the 10th, and the unification match for the Ring Magazine, WBC, IBF, and WBO junior lightweight championships. Beautiful fight coming up. Can't wait to see that fight. What else we got coming? Actually, you know what? And before I get out of here, no, we'll talk about that another time. But man, I had a good time. Really appreciate. I don't know where you at, man. But like I say, going back watching them fights, good stuff. Great stuff. Sometimes you remember it one way, then you go back and watch it and see it was one other way. One other fight. Go watch Barrera versus Pacquiao 2, and tell me you don't think Barrera won that fight. Shane Mosley might have won that fight too in the second fight against Vernon Forrest too, but they didn't win so good as they got whooped, so they didn't get the decision. That's just my take on it. Shady Slim says, my money on Bud. You doing right. And Charlo gonna get his ass whooped too. We ain't stopping there. Okay, man, I got 2 million in the chat. Shout out to my boy ATM Jew. Shout out to everybody that I missed. You understand? I couldn't get to your questions. You know what I mean? We talk about it through the chat. You know what I'm saying? I definitely always go through my comments and read. So if it's up there, I definitely respond to you if I can. And I definitely will try to. But other than that, man, it's yours truly, man. It's Bernie the Boxer, man, and I'm gone. Said, I'm gone. Said, did you miss me? All right, man, I'm gone, man.